If this single island in the South China Sea stopped functioning for just 24 hours, global electronics production would grind to a halt. Within a week, automakers in Europe would shut down their assembly lines. Within a month, the global financial system would freeze, causing an estimated $5 trillion in economic damage. The island is Taiwan. It covers 36,000 square kilometers, smaller than Switzerland. It sits 160 kilometers off the coast of mainland China, prone to earthquakes, caught in one of the most contested geopolitical disputes on Earth, and it manufactures more than 90% of the world's most advanced semiconductors. How a rugged, mountainous island of 23 million people became the single most critical manufacturing choke point in the global economy is the story of geography, deliberate industrial strategy, and a calculated gamble that paid off on a scale nobody fully predicted when it began. Taiwan is a narrow island, roughly 400 kilometers long. 2/3 of its surface is covered by the Central Mountain Range, a largely impassable spine of peaks running the full length of the island from north to south. The mountains rise steeply from the eastern coastline, making large-scale industrial development on the Pacific-facing side economically impractical. The result is that nearly all of Taiwan's urban and industrial infrastructure is compressed onto a single strip, the Western Coastal Plain, a relatively narrow band of flat land facing the Taiwan Strait, and across it, mainland China. Taiwan also sits on the Pacific Ring of Fire. The island experiences regular and significant seismic activity. Building precision semiconductor fabrication facilities on a fault line, the cleanest manufacturing environments on Earth, where a single particle of dust can ruin an entire production run, require decades of engineering discipline and institutional knowledge that cannot be easily relocated. But geography also created leverage. Approximately $1.3 trillion of Chinese imports and exports pass through the Taiwan Strait each year, more than for any other economy. The strait is a critical choke point for global shipping, connecting the Pacific to the South China Sea. Taiwan's position, small, exposed, sitting between competing powers, created a strategic problem. The island needed to make itself too valuable to be abandoned, too integrated into global commerce for disruption to be cost-free for anyone. The answer was semiconductors. The Hsinchu Science Park, established in 1980 on Taiwan's northwest coast, became the center of what would evolve into the most concentrated and strategically significant manufacturing cluster on Earth. TSMC's corporate headquarters and its most advanced fabrication plants are located there today, on that same western coastal plain, facing its greatest geopolitical challenge. The deliberate concentration of advanced chip manufacturing in one geographic corridor is what analysts now call the Silicon Shield. The logic was direct. If the survival of modern global technology depends on a supply of semiconductors that only Taiwan can produce at the leading edge, then disrupting Taiwan becomes economically catastrophic for the entire world, including the economies that might otherwise consider doing so. That calculation has held. The question is how durable it remains. The scale of Taiwan's semiconductor manufacturing company posted revenue of $122.54 billion in 2025, up 36% from the prior year, according to TrendForce. Its share of the global dedicated chip foundry market reached nearly 70%. Samsung, the world's second-largest foundry, held around 7%. China's SMIC held roughly 5%. The raw market share is significant. The more consequential number sits one layer deeper. When filtered for advanced manufacturing, the chips that power artificial intelligence systems, the latest smartphones, advanced defense hardware, and high-performance computing, Taiwan produces more than 90% of global supply. No other country or company is currently close to matching that level of production at the leading edge. Taiwan's semiconductor sector now accounts for roughly 1/5 of the island's entire GDP and contributes close to 60% of Taiwan's GDP growth. Taiwan's economy grew 8.7% in 2025, driven almost entirely by that one sector. TSMC alone accounts for more than 44% of Taiwan's stock exchange-weighted index. The company and the national economy are, in practical terms, inseparable. U.S. Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent has described the concentration of high-end chip production in Taiwan as the single biggest threat to the world economy, warning that any disruption risks what he called an economic apocalypse. The companies that depend on TSMC's output are among the most valuable in the world. Apple, Nvidia, and AMD do not manufacture their own chips. They design processors in California and send those designs to Taiwan for fabrication. TSMC produces them at a precision and scale that no competitor currently replicates at the most advanced process nodes. The Semiconductor Industry Association estimates that semiconductors underpin approximately $7 trillion in global economic activity annually. The combined market capitalization of TSMC's 10 largest customers approaches $14 trillion. The pandemic-era semiconductor shortage illustrates the mechanism, even at a fraction of the scale. In 2021, the global auto industry lost an estimated $210 billion in revenue because chip shortages, caused by demand surges and logistics disruptions, not conflict, forced assembly lines to halt. That was a supply imbalance. A geopolitical disruption directly affecting Taiwan's fabrication plants would remove far more capacity, with no near-term alternative source to absorb the shortfall. A U.S. government assessment found that a sudden disruption to Taiwan's production could reduce American economic output by roughly 11%, with global losses exceeding $10 trillion. The Hudson Institute put direct U.S. exposure at as much as $1.6 trillion, around 8% of American GDP, in a significant disruption scenario. Bloomberg Economics modeling placed the first-year global cost of a conflict scenario at approximately $10 trillion. The cascade from a Taiwan shutdown would follow a documented sequence. Enterprise computing systems relying on continuous hardware replacement would begin to degrade. Just-in-time manufacturing models running on software requiring constant updates from cloud infrastructure would encounter reliability problems. Within weeks, consumer electronics assembly would slow, and automotive production would halt across major manufacturing centers in Europe, Japan, and the United States. By the third month, the cost of surviving electronics inventory would spike sharply as remaining supply depleted and no near-term replacement production came online. Every analysis of this scenario shares the same structural finding. Taiwan's advanced semiconductor capacity has no credible short-term substitute. The severity varies by whether the disruption involves blockade, conflict, or infrastructure damage, but the direction of the outcome does not.
Western governments have recognized this exposure and are spending significantly to reduce it. The U.S. CHIPS and Science Act committed approximately $280 billion toward revitalizing domestic semiconductor manufacturing, including $52.7 billion in direct subsidies. TSMC has committed to building 3 fabrication plants in Phoenix, Arizona, with total U.S. investment exceeding $165 billion, described as the largest single foreign direct investment in U.S. history. The first Arizona fab entered production in 2025. The second is scheduled to produce 2-nanometer chips starting in 2028. Additional TSMC capacity is operational in Japan, with sites in Germany having broken ground. The scale of investment is real. So are the constraints.
The Council on Foreign Relations, among others, has assessed that Taiwan will likely retain a dominant position in advanced semiconductor manufacturing for decades. The ecosystem around leading-edge chip production, the specialized materials, the calibrated equipment, the engineering knowledge, the dense network of interconnected suppliers developed across 40 years does not transfer by moving capital to a new location. It is embedded in institutions, in a trained workforce, and in the physical clustering of an industry built over generations on one specific island. TSMC's first Arizona fab, which entered production in 2025, manufactures chips at 4-nanometer process technology. At that same point, Taiwan's leading fabs were already producing at 3 nanometers, with 2-nanometer production advancing and 1.4-nanometer facilities in development. The Western investment is narrowing the gap. It has not closed it, and the leading edge keeps advancing. For 2026, TSMC plans capital expenditure of between $52 and $56 billion, a 25% increase from the prior year. The majority of that investment remains concentrated in Taiwan.
There is a structural irony embedded in Taiwan's position. The geography that made the island vulnerable, small, exposed, seismically active, with its industrial infrastructure concentrated on a coastal plain facing its greatest geopolitical challenge, became the architecture of its protection. The concentration that appeared to be a liability became the source of leverage. Taiwan's semiconductor workforce numbers approximately 327,000 people, less than 3% of total employment. Those workers produce more than 13% of Taiwan's total economic output and more than 90% of the world's most advanced chips. The sector's influence on the global economy is orders of magnitude larger than its share of Taiwan's labor force would suggest. The Silicon Shield is not a metaphor. It is a documented strategic calculation, confirmed by the behavior of the governments, companies, financial institutions that have organized their supply chains, defense programs, and capital allocation around the continued, uninterrupted operation of a cluster of fabrication plants on a narrow coastal plain in northwest Taiwan.
Taiwan's unique geography should have made it an economic afterthought, an isolated, mountainous island prone to earthquakes and caught in a geopolitical tug-of-war. Instead, they turned that very geography into their ultimate defense. The Silicon Shield ensures that the survival of Taiwan is directly linked to the survival of the modern world economy. It is a fragile balance, but for now, the entire global economy runs through this one tiny island.